All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to do our daily Bitcoin and Bitcoin miner update. And for once, this is a very exciting update today, particularly for the Bitcoin miners. So we go through this kind of stuff all the time on the channel. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, if everybody could please smash the like button, it helps the channel out a lot, and I appreciate it. Lastly, if you want to be a member of the channel, you can hit the join button on the YouTube page. If you don't see a join button, there should be a link below. Members get some members-only content. We do once a week a members-only live stream every Tuesday after the market closes. Also, the members each week get to pick a video for me to do a deep dive on. So we'd love to have you join us. We have a lot of fun there. Let's talk about the Bitcoin miners is the main thing I want to talk about today. I will start out by talking about Bitcoin, but the miners had some major moves. So this is Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. I just want to look at this chart real quick before I go to some of the moves that the Bitcoin miners made. Because this blue vertical line was when the markets opened in the US today. So you can see we opened right here, we did run up, we ran right back down, and we closed right about where we started. As always, this orange line is where Bitcoin was when the US markets closed yesterday. So you'll see if I measure from the close of yesterday until the close of today, Bitcoin was up 0.87%. So let's even round up and say Bitcoin was up 1%. So this was nothing necessarily special today from Bitcoin. However, we had a gigantic breakout day in the Bitcoin miners. So before I go to the Bitcoin miner big board, I want to talk about some Bitcoin miners in specific because there were some spectacular moves today. This is Core Scientific. So they are now trading over the counter. They were delisted. They're in Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So they now trade as CORZQ. But you can see they were up 48% today. So they made a big giant move in the afternoon. So this is what I've been talking about on the channel lately, and I did do a separate video. Expect massive volatility. We have 7 or 8 of these Bitcoin miner stocks that are at tiny market caps. Technically, this stock doesn't even have a market cap because they're in Chapter 11 reorganization. So this wasn't even unusual volume today on Core Scientific. You're going to see on the rest of them, there was pretty significant volume. So because this is such a small stock, we have a 48% move in one day. So if you're investing in this stock, what I had talked about was there's a lot of potential for swing trades and day trades. And I think that that is going to continue for months and months here, particularly at least in the first month of January here. I think there's going to be many moves, every day moves that are big moves. Now, I'm not sure there's going to be 48% moves, but we've actually seen 5 or 6 moves bigger than this over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So this is not an outlying event. And let me keep going. DMG blockchain was up 35.5% today. And that actually trailed off a little bit at the end of the day. It was up over 40% for a while. This was on a little more than double the volume. So it was a little bit high volume, but still low volume in total. 299,000 shares traded hands at 13 cents. The dollar volume that traded hands today was very small. But this move is 35%. So if you were involved in this, that is a massive one-day trade. Okay, next on the list is Greenidge. This one was wild. This finished the day up 32%. At one point in the day, this was up, I believe, 75%. So you can see on this chart right here, it spikes. This got up to 46 cents. At just before noon today, it came right back down, but still, I mean, this was up 32% on the day, so Greenidge had a gigantic move to the upside, and this was on massive volume. This was on 5 million shares traded, and you can see their average is about 562,000, so, 8 or 9 times the normal daily volume of trading on this one, up 32%. So I just want to show you something with the last few we've looked at. So the first one didn't have any market cap at all because it's an OTC stock that's in Chapter 11. So DMG blockchain, which was up 35%, this has a $23 million market cap. So this is why it's easy to push these types of stocks around. This was only a few $1 million of market cap that moved this stock 35%. Greenidge, same situation. Greenidge was up 32%. This was a $16 million market cap. So this was only about a $4 million market cap move. But that $4 million, because these stocks are nano cap stocks now, that $4 million represents a 32% move. So DigiHost up 32%. This was even less than a $4 million move because this now, even up the 32%, is still only a $13.9 million stock. So you can see just a little bit of money is making gigantic moves. And that is why I expect there's 8 or 9 of these Bitcoin miners that are still not even micro cap, but nano cap stocks. So these are easy to push around. So we're going to get days of volatility. The market was a little bit green today. It's not even like the market went crazy. The market across the board, all four major indexes in the US were up less than 1%, but they were all green. So it was a nice day. Bitcoin was up 1%. So, that's a nice day. But yet these small cap, nano cap stocks went off. Okay, now I'm going to switch to a little bit something different. Marathon Digital, they went up 24%. This is now a $495 million company. So unlike those other companies that were making $3 million or $4 million moves in their market cap, this 24% for Marathon, this represents almost a $100 million move in their market cap in one day. So Marathon technically moved more than all the other things that we looked at put together by a mile. This is the type of volatility I think we can expect to continue to see. So we mentioned 6 of the stocks. The ones we did not mention, HUT 8, that was up 17%. Hive, that was up 17.65%. Cleanspark was one of the laggers on the day, and it was up 8.96, essentially 9% on the day. Riot was up 15% on the day. Again, that's about $80 million of market cap. Marathon, we mentioned. Cypher had a rough day. It was sideways. Iris Energy was 7.56%. Bit Digital was up double digits, 12.65%. Wolf was up double digits, 12.76%. For whatever reason, as always, there was one on the list that was red. There was one outlier. Stronghold was down 0.77%. MicroStrategy, it's worth noting, was up 13.82%. So that's a $1 billion plus market cap company. So that was the biggest winner on the day from a market cap standpoint out of all of them. So I'm just going to leave this up for a minute because this is one of those boards. I think we're going to see more of these boards. And if you guys remember, for those of you who have been following the channel for a long time, and for those of you who may have even been trading these Bitcoin miners for a longer period of time, this is reminiscent of 2021. This was like any given Tuesday in 2021. This was just a normal type of a day. We had these types of gigantic moves to the upside for about half a year in the year 2021. So I do expect to have a lot more days like this. However, in 2023, I expect some of them to be up days and some of them to be down days. I don't know. It's way too early to start calling that we're going to have a monster bull run in Bitcoin. This was one excellent day. So it remains to be seen. Tomorrow, we could give back a lot of these gains. And these are the types of patterns we're going to be looking for, or I'm going to be looking for, to see if there's any trading patterns I can pick up on as far as day trading or swing trading goes. So this is not financial advice, and I don't recommend day trading or swing trading unless you have some experience in it, because you can lose money a lot faster than you can make it. But for those of you, and I know a lot of the people that watch this channel do have a lot of experience in swing trading and day trading, these are stocks that should be on your watch list, in my opinion, to be checking out from a short-term trading standpoint. Okay, so let's go back to the charts. This is the Bitcoin chart on the 4-hour time frame, and I wanted to show this because you can see, this was today. This was a fairly sideways day, and the other thing that's extremely worth noting is this blue line of support/resistance. This line has been on our chart for over a month, and you can see we've been on one side of this or the other. For a couple of weeks, this held as strong support. We ran up, and then when we crossed it, you can see since December 16th, this has been absolute resistance. We did candle wick above this today. I'll zoom in. So you can see these 4-hour candles was today's trading. You can see in the middle of the day, we did candle wick way above this, and it looked like maybe we were going to have a breakout. Now it's starting to look more like this potentially hit resistance again right here at this same line. So that's what the next 24 hours is going to tell. Can we get past this line, start closing 4-hour candles above this blue line at 16,875? That's the number one thing that I'm going to be looking for. If we can pop above that line and start closing 4-hour candles and daily candles, then we may have this relief rally that I talked about for about 2 months back at the end of last year that just never materialized. But I don't want to speak too soon, because this is the exact point that we keep getting to. We keep running into this $16,875 blue line dating all the way back to November 30th. It's now January 4th. So if I go to Bitcoin on the 1-day time frame, you'll see there is a nice trend going. We bottomed out back on Friday, December 30th. We had a green candle on Sunday, another one on Monday, just barely on Tuesday, and today this is a fairly sizable green candle. But again, you can see right now the candle has not closed yet, but right now it is under this line. If this daily candle can somehow get above this line and close above this line, we could get back into this type of trading range and maybe have one of these types of run-ups. So that's the relief rally I've been looking for. That's the relief rally I've been waiting for, but it is too soon to call because, again, you can see as of right now, this daily candle is underneath this line of resistance. So until we can break through that line, I expect sideways activity. But I also do expect continued massive volatility in these nano-cap Bitcoin miners. So congratulations today for anybody who did make a day trade or a swing trade, and congratulations to all the other people holding these Bitcoin mining stocks that have been waiting an awfully long time for just one good day. So I'm taking this for what it's worth. It's one very positive, very green day. We'll see what happens tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. I hope everybody had a great day. Have a great evening. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.